I spent a weekend letting a rugged stranger dismantle every inhibition I ever owned, only to walk into my Monday morning meeting and find the same man sitting in the senior DP chair, holding my entire professional future in his hands. I am a senior data analyst. I live in the annex of Miller & Associates, a windowless corner where the air smells like ozone and the only thing colder than the air conditioning is my social life. For 3 years, I have been the perfect, unobtrusive employee, a ghost in a gray cardigan who translates messy human behavior into clean, predictable spreadsheets. I was safe. I was reliable. I was invisible. But every night, I lived a double life. Under a pseudonym, I wrote the kind of raw, unapologetic stories that would make my HR manager have a stroke. I was a queen of desire online, but a desert in real life. I was suffocating under the weight of my own repression until the Mountain Project became my only escape. I didn't want a vacation. I wanted a transformation. I wanted to see if the heat I wrote about was real or just a hallucination born from loneliness. The cabin was supposed to be my fortress of solitude. It was a jagged structure of timber and glass, isolated on a ridge that the GPS couldn't even map. I arrived just as a massive winter storm began to erase the world. I traded my slacks for silk and my spreadsheets for a bottle of expensive whiskey. I was waiting for a ghost. I was waiting for the story to start. Then came the knock. 3 heavy, deliberate blows that shook the foundation of the cabin and my soul. Standing on my porch, framed by the white chaos of the blizzard, was a man who looked like he'd been carved out of the mountain itself. He was huge, dark, and dangerous. He said his car was in a ditch. He said he saw my light. But when he looked at me, it wasn't the look of a stranger in need of help. It was the look of a predator who had finally found exactly what he was looking for. I didn't know his name.
I didn't know his intentions. I only knew that in that moment, the data analyst died, and a dark, irreversible fantasy began. I let him in, never realizing that the storm outside was nothing compared to the one he was about to bring into my life. I was prepared for a weekend of passion. I was not prepared for the calculated betrayal that was waiting for me back in the city. Check out full story on YouTube to know what happens next.